What's up, traders? This is V Trades, and today we'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Coinbase Global with the ticker symbol COIN. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. Make sure you guys go watch the interview I did with Ian Major. He has a great understanding of Bitcoin. So if you guys like Coinbase, I know you like Bitcoin. So make sure you go check it out. Drop a like, drop a comment. You know, it's a great video and it'll definitely be worth your time. So let's take a look at Coinbase since last week, Tuesday. What has happened? Well, price was trading right around the low 200s. It was looking like price was still in this downtrend right over here. And it was looking like it was going to break lower towards the measure move target because all this is one large leg right here. Previously, this was one drop right here. And then price made the second drop, but since we still wanted to continue lower, since the bears want to continue lower, that tells me they were trying to make a larger drop, and that's where that measure move target comes from. So we have one large leg right here. This is the first attempt by the bears to reach it. That failed. Price bounced off that $200 level, went back up to the 235. This was the second attempt. Price bounced again off the $200 level, failed, and then price bounced a third time off that $200 level for the third time. So this is a triple bottom. Price could not go down any lower, so it looks like bulls are defending that level, and then price rallied higher back up to, you know, the low 200s, low 230s. So what do I see now? Well, again, if we can break out, we have a little bit of resistance right over here. We're kind of trading sideways inside of this yellow box. You see that we were previously inside of this yellow downtrend, but now it looks like this is more apparent, this sideways trading, because we're finding resistance from the 235, finding support from the 200. I'm looking for a breakout of that 235 level, but this looks pretty good to the upside. Bitcoin looks like it's ready to break out, also MicroStrategy. So a lot of these are linked together. So if we can see a breakout and maybe a small pullback, that would be the opportunity right here for much more higher prices. So something like that would be the signal for the buyers to come back into the market, drive up the price, and, you know, retest these prior highs. So that would be a very good sign. It's a very good sign for the bulls if the bears don't reach the target to the downside, because it shows strength, you know, to the upside for the bulls. So we'll see what happens. But as right now, this is looking bullish that the bears are failing to reach the target. It's not guaranteed. We could still see another drop down. But as right now, this looks pretty good for the bulls, because you can see that the bears tried once, twice, even 3 attempts right here to reach the target, and they're failing. So that can lead to price doing the opposite, which is going to the upside. And it looks like we could be setting up for a steeper angle of attack right over here. It's not guaranteed yet. It's not confirmed. So if we see maybe a third bounce, maybe something like that, that would probably be a very bullish sign as well. So I'm looking for a breakout of the 235, a pullback, finding support, maybe at the trend line or at the top side of that orange range at the 236 to 237 for another large leg up to retest these prior highs. So again, I'm expecting these highs to be taken out eventually. There's a very good probability of that occurring in the future, but it's not guaranteed until we see, you know, bears failing to go down lower. As right now, it is looking like they will be failing to go down lower. It looks promising to the upside, but the last thing is to clear this resistance level right here at the 235, 236. There's not a lot of resistance all the way back up to the prior high. So I was looking pretty good to the upside. So let's see what happens on the weekly chart. Here's a look at the weekly chart. Price basically just pulled back towards that EMA, exponential moving average, the average price for the last 21 bars, putting more weight towards the more recent bars. That's what the EMA does. And a lot of times price will come back to it. That's why it's good to have on the chart. You know, you can say it's kind of like an average. So price likes to come back to the average. If it gets overextended, eventually it'll come back to it towards it on the downside and the upside. So price came back to the average. Now it looks like it's ready to coil back up. Same thing right here. Price got overextended, came back to that EMA, and then we saw a large pop up. Price got overextended, came back to the EMA. We can see a large pop up. It happens a lot in these bull markets. A lot of times you'll see like the EMA act as support, but really it's not really acting as support. It's just an EMA, so it doesn't really act as support. But it just shows you that, you know, when price gets overextended, it comes back to the average. You know, it's ready to push up higher. So it looks like it's ready to push up higher. If that was a bottom, that tells me we could be making another large leg higher, because all this is one gigantic leg right here. And then if we start another leg from that bottom, where would that take price? Well, that takes price right up to the 450. So that's right near, a little bit exceeding the prior all-time highs. So again, I think we're probably going to see it for Coinbase this cycle. Bitcoin is looking pretty bullish. Coinbase probably also look pretty bullish. And you can draw this trend line right across that price action right there. And that fits pretty good. So let me go and erase that. I'm going to clear up the chart. And you see that price is right at that EMA. We can draw a trend line off of the swing lows. That fits pretty good right there. And if we go and clone it, drag it up to the highs, the next target would be, back up to these prior highs and possibly, in the 300s, 320s, 322. Because in an uptrend, price makes higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high is the next point right over here. Higher low, and then, continue the pattern. So looking pretty bullish short-term and long-term for Coinbase. I just want to see it clear that 235 level. Once it does, I think it's off to, new highs of this uptrend. So overall, looking pretty bullish. Make sure you guys check out my previous video interview with Ian Major. Great guy. Great talk. I think you guys will learn a lot, especially if you're into Coinbase. You're definitely into Bitcoin. Definitely worth the check out. So that's all I have for Coinbase on the daily, weekly charts this week, Tuesday. Most likely I'll give you guys an update next week, Tuesday. This is V Trades, and thank you for your time.